The Northwest Arkansas Black Expo is a space where entrepreneurs can come and gain exposure. 5 students here have had their visas terminated by Homeland Security. So being Black at UARK isn't just one single story. I mean, look at all of these people. Maybe it'll be me, maybe it'll even be you. 75% of resumes are disqualified before even making it to the hiring manager. First, Molly, I just want to say congratulations on this. Use the resources that we have here on campus, just like here at the Willard Walker Hall. How about you put this thing away and I can take my own advice? Or is this an actual emergency? See, they use this here as their dance floor, so I'm going to turn my music on and we're going to turn this into a celebration, okay? When hallways get empty like this, and there's a student left who can't make it home for the Thanksgiving holiday. Recognizing the lack of local Black resources, Jasmine Hudson and Jay Merchant created Black-owned NWA, providing a platform for information. So I'm currently here inside of the Marshalls where the fire alarms are going off so often that residents are beginning to ignore them. Now, I spoke with the student and the Fayetteville Fire Department to try to figure out what's really going on here. That's a little past 1 a.m. on a Tuesday night. For students living at the Marshall, sleep is no longer a guarantee. Instead, the sounds of fire alarms and fire trucks has become an involuntary part of life.
I've been living here since like my sophomore year, and they've been going off ever since then. Like there hasn't been like, I feel like a pause between them, and they even went off like last night.
It happens so often, residents don't even flinch. Instead of running out, most students stay put.
Because there are times when like I'm in a rush and the fire alarm will literally start going off as soon as I get home, and there's no way that like I can just get ready somewhere else, so I have to immediately get ready.
Residents tell me these alarms go off at any time of the day or night, and they have to ask themselves, is this just another false alarm, or is this an actual emergency? A spokesperson for the Fayetteville Fire Department says these alarms aren't random. The culprits could be everyday mistakes.
And it could be something as simple as someone popping popcorn and maybe it burned in the microwave.
And the light starts blinking, and then the sound comes from these, and it's like super loud. But we've never experienced the actual sprinklers to go off. I've never seen a fire, never seen smoke, never seen people like in distress, screaming, running. It's never been that urgent.
Management recently placed notices on residents' doors outlining key safety protocols, urging students to evacuate immediately when any alarm sounds.
Always take it seriously and get out as quickly and safely as possible.
While management urges residents to be cautious with what they're cooking to prevent unnecessary alarms, residents say there's actually nothing really being done to address why the alarms are going off so frequently. Reporting from the Marshalls with UATV, I'm Zjeyoni Moore. When the hashtag Black at UARK first went viral, it was a hashtag that amplified the voices, struggles, and frustrations of students here at the university. Now, I had the chance to speak with some of those students, and they say that isn't the full story. Being Black at UARK is
community,
resilient,
culture elevating, setting an example,
breaking stigmas,
to be a part of a fun and creative community.
Black at UARK, a viral hashtag that spread negative light on the lives of Black students at the University of Arkansas. But Black students who attend today say that's not the only Black experience. The reality for Tyler is that sure,
given that it is a PWI, that's a very intimidating term.
But
even with the disproportionate ratio of students on campus, we can still thrive and not just survive.
Their belief is that
basically the culture is the Black students on this campus. You can't really deny that that pull that we have as a people bringing culture to a campus like this.
Ryan Gibson says one way to describe Black at UARK is...
The one simple word is diversity. Being Black at the University of Arkansas isn't just
one way or one thing. There's so many different types of Black people here.
Black students made up almost 4% of the student population in fall of 2024. And for the first time in history, the person leading the university shares their experience.
It makes me feel proud as an African American to be able to say that I've done something like this, to be the first and hopefully not the last.
Charles F. Robinson serves as the first Black chancellor in the university's history. Even in this role, his identity is something he carries with pride.
I didn't stop being an African American when I became chancellor.
He claims that
Black at UARK to me means opportunity.
We're in that position now to make history for the future ones to come. I think that it's automatically going to be impactful, just showing that it can be done, even when the variables may or may not be against you. It really wouldn't be the same if we were taken out of the picture completely.
The U of A reminded me that I belonged, I had value.
what began as a hashtag highlighting the hard truths is now a declaration of identity, resilience, and community.
So there's nothing we can't do. That's what Black at UARK means to me.
Okay, so I've learned a lot about what Black at UARK is, and one thing I know for sure is that it's a celebration. Now, in the story, you can see they use this here as their dance floor, so I'm going to turn my music on, and we're going to turn this into a celebration, okay? And I'll send it back to you guys at the desk. Thanks, Ollie. So, as we know, graduation is right around the corner, but students are facing one of the most competitive job markets in the recent years. So, as these seniors get ready to walk the stage, a lot of them are left wondering how to navigate this difficult job market. For college seniors, May isn't just the end of class. It's the beginning of life's next big question mark.
I'm almost certain I won't have a job by graduation. I just don't see myself graduating with a job. It seems like that's impossible.
Like many job seekers, Olivia's running into a frustrating wall. Entry-level positions, expecting years of experience.
Even for an entry-level marketing assistant, they want you to have 3 years of experience, and I obviously don't have that.
One Walton career coach says that frustration isn't uncommon.
You're probably going to have to apply to way more places than you think, and it's going to take probably a little bit longer than you think, but it's not impossible.
According to Lynch, the search should begin well before graduation day.
So we generally recommend for students that they start 4 to 6 months prior to graduation.
In today's market, applying with the best credentials isn't enough. It's about standing out.
The more you can set yourself apart as a person and not just applicant number 57, the better off you're going to be in your job search.
75% of resumes are disqualified before even making it to the hiring manager. In other words, you're eliminated by the system before a real person even gets a chance to review your application.
One of my coworkers, she's 2 years older than us, and she graduated 2 years ago, and she just got her job in this past year. It's okay to have to wait to find the job.
So another thing Lynch said that really spoke out to me is that another reason the job market is so competitive right now is because there are a lot of experienced professionals also re-entering the job market due to governmental layoffs. So that is just making this a difficult and competitive situation for all. That's why it's encouraged students use the resources that we have here on campus. Just like here at the Willard Walker Hall and at the court building, they're here to help. Now, finding a job, it might be difficult, but it's not impossible.